He's almost baiting Windows to touch him, even though Windows is the one in advantage. Like, you would think it's the other way around. Windows should be the one baiting him up there, right? To get that kill. But it's not working because Bagel's playing so fucking smart. Hey guys, it's Rottweiler back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite set from Genesis 9, Lord Bagel versus BioBirb, which is really weird for me because I actually hate Etalus. Yeah, like he's literally my most hated matchup as Sylvanas. But something about how Lord Bagel played this weekend was so amazing. So sit back, relax, and let's see why Lord Bagel is really the best Etalus right now. Alright, so we're getting right into this. Let's see where they go for game one. They opt for Jules Veil. Okay, quite nice. I hate this stage personally because I don't like all the airspace. And I guess, you know, as a Wrastor player, you would love all that airspace. And as an Etalus player, without that platform, it makes the ground a lot more of lava. So I can see why both players would opt for this stage with their respective characters. So, looking for ground control. Etalus with more ice on the ground. Okay, looking for the aerial catch with the ice shards. Almost gets the up air. There's the up air. Techs, okay. That's always the nice 50-50 with Etalus. Do you either miss the tech on purpose to go off stage again without any resources? Or do you stay on stage in tech and look and you basically 50-50 yourself? Nice catch from Lord Bagel. Oh, wow. Gets caught out of the air. Windows with the read. That damn... that NATO is so ridiculously hard to punish, but Lord Bagel is able to do it. Oh, wow, good landing. I like how he uses the ice shards for one layer of protection, but then also the fair armor as another layer just in case. Nice NATO off the top. I really hate that move from Wrastor. I'm not gonna lie, that move is so cheap. That move is so cheap. Yep, classic slipstream fair recovery. Oh my gosh, he's actually dead here. See, now let me go back. Okay, fair. This up air to that up air. Okay. When he got that last up air and he still DI'd like this is the difference between blue and I almost want to call him Windows because I'm just so used to saying Windows. And if I call him Windows, BioBirb, I mean, if I call him Windows, just know I'm so used to calling him Windows for like all these years. So blue would kill you from this. Blue would make this character look like the most broken character. And this is why. Because Etalus got hit at like 20% from a Wrastor slipstream fair off stage. It ended up only at 50, but is technically dead as fuck here. Like, this is why Wrastor is a problem. But this is why Windows doesn't really make Wrastor always look that broken. It's because his combo game is sometimes like kind of lacking because this is a dead Etalus. The players don't give you any chance to live. Like, there's no reason to fair there over be NATO, you know. Parry. Oh, misses the parry on the ice shards. You know, when you're watching this, you're really seeing Lord Bagel is kind of reliant. Well, I guess it's Etalus in general, kind of reliant on shards as a way of landing, even though it is a risky landing option because if it gets parry, you just extend your disadvantage even longer. And they're kind of just skirmishing here, both looking for that opening. Oh, goes for the Dacus but can't line it up. Great punish on that up smash with back air. Oh my gosh, that fair connected and. I don't think even Windows. I'm just gonna call it Windows. It's so much easier for me. I don't think Windows was ready for that since they died off the top, and that should have been a kill. Let me go back. Okay, there's the up B. I was gonna say, yeah, that up air into up B would have probably been optimal, but Windows didn't pull the trigger. I like that forward tilt. That forward tilt was specifically to keep Windows away from him, like cover up a large space that lasts quite a while. So if you ever want to try to challenge him during that, you're gonna get shooed away. This is a kill. Yeah, Windows is just not confirming off of these openings. Okay, both kind of zoning off with big hitbox. That's actually what's happening here. Both players are just taking up as much space as they can with their hitboxes and trying to basically, in a sense, zone off a big part of the map or threaten a big portion of the stage. But Windows ends up finding the kill there. You know, I really should do my best to call him BioBirb. You know, it's two things. One, I'm used to calling him Windows, and two, that's just such a bad name. I'm sorry. Can I say that? BioBirb is a terrible name. That's a terrible gamer tag. I'm gonna get some hate for that, but I'm telling you, I really don't like that name. But it's not about what I like, it's about what he wants to be called, right? And I should respect that, but it's just so hard for me. I love this. Back air, nair one, like, sometimes Windows just, oh my god, I did it already. Sometimes Bio just pops the fuck off with these hit confirms, but it's just pulling it all together. Like if he did, oh, that was so smart. He fair armors through it and then gets a punish off it. Like that is so, like the awareness in that position is so sick. Honestly, Lord Bagel's use of forward air this set is probably the reason why I love this set so much. Just watch how often he uses fair and air. Yeah, that's a punish. Oh, gets the second fair and it kills. That's the thing about light characters, man. Threading the needle on DI is so difficult. I used to think that being light wasn't really a necessary, like, or not necessary, but not like a impactful balancing tool in this game, but it actually is, because threading the needle is so impossible sometimes as a light character. Yep, great slipstream. See, look at this. This is something I need to learn myself. Every single time you're far enough away from Wrastor, they just throw slipstream at you and continue the pressure. Windows doesn't really get too much off of this because the positioning was just a little too jank, too off. He just wasn't in the right spot. But that is something to always remember. When you are too, quote unquote, far away from Wrastor, are going to throw slipstream and probably look for a clap ender, look for a continuation with like a forward air up air. You have to be ready for that as the opponent. And you can act. So like what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start mashing up air Solanos. But you have to remember that's coming. It's just something to be aware of. Wow, that was a risky down B. Really thought he'd pair on that plat. I mean, Windows did used to have a very horrible parry. Oh, there it is. There it is. So this back air hits, right? Right here. The moment this frame happens in both players' minds, Bagel's like, okay, cool. I DI'd away from the combo. I'm good now. Windows, he also realizes you DI'd super far away from him. So the only thing he can do is slipstream to follow, and then, like I said earlier, clap. But no one's ready for this because 99% of the characters in the game cannot just reach you from that far away. No other character can hit you from this distance. So no one is ready for to be hit here, and this is why this always works for the past 6 years. And he dies for it. Okay, he just outboxing or out disjointing, out just skirmishing Lord Bagel in all these interactions. Like, look at this. He goes for a nair. Lord Bagel went for a nair here, and it's just beaten by Wrastor's dash attack. You know what I'm saying? Like Lord Bagel's throwing out hitboxes, but that's the thing about Wrastor. For some reason, his moves just almost always win. It's funny because I actually feel like you're way more in danger at 0 than any percent versus Wrastor, and this is Rye. Look, these openings, like this combo, oh, he was so late on that. Whoa, 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 what was this? Bio actually kind of overextends in this moment because he dropped the combo, but still goes for more after and ends up getting himself parried as a result. And the punish on this, which again should have been F strong because that literally just kills. He just kind of hesitates here and then goes for it like a read. Maybe he thought he wouldn't be fast enough, like he would have like the execution in that moment to get it off. That's probably why he waited and looked for a read instead of going for the guaranteed F strong. But yeah, that was a kill. Oh, this is a kill. This is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking. Great DI on that back here. Oh my gosh. But this is what I'm saying. Sometimes I feel like BioBirb purposely does not kill people with Wrastor, so Wrastor does not get nerfed. I honest to God, I think that. Because there's no way you've played Wrastor for 6+ years and you don't see the opportunity to clap here. Look at that. That fair, the frame this fair hits, as a Wrastor player, your eyes are looking at that. Where is the jump up smash? This is a up smash. Like, I don't main Wrastor, but the times I play him, even I have the reaction time to see how people DI to like the enders of my combos. Because as a Wrastor player, when you hit somebody, you're at a kill percent like this, you should be looking for a clap ender because you're looking to win. And I swear that BioBirb purposely does not up smash or forward smash in these situations because he doesn't want his character nerfed. Because there's no way you don't see that up smash and you go for up air instead, which never is going to kill. And then you went for a NATO overextension. but it almost gets you killed. You know, Etalus can fair armor that anyway. And this is terrible. There's so many bad things. I didn't realize how much spaghetti this game 2 had. Oh my. I don't know what Lord Bagel was doing here. Even if BioBirb tries to mix you and land on the platform instead, your up smash still kills. It's just a matter of waiting. So Bagel just trying to like look for this raw hit in neutral, like with that back air, just to like get him off stage. Look for something like this, right? So he can get the armor going, which kind of puts him back at 0%. But against Wrastor, being at 0 is actually a death sentence. So it's not like this really helps you at all, to be honest. Yeah, it is what it is. So now you got Lord Bagel just kind of on the unfortunate end of a lot of stuff here. That's why he's shaking his head, which is just so sad. But he's doing a lot of good things too. He just has to clean up the spaghetti. F tilt, yep. A lot of Etalus players have started using F tilt in neutral way more than dash attack, just because. Okay, that was a great cancel. Oh, what a recovery! Hold on. So he does up B, he gets punished for it, right? But that's just Etalus. Okay, gets hit, whatever. DIing, trying to look for survival, right? Fair armor's here in case Windows goes for like a down stronger. It's something that would have hit him, right? He's at such a low percent as Etalus that he can actually still armor through a majority of moves in the game. And now he's looking for a wall jump mix-up, right? So he delays his wall jump to stop any potential like immediate wall catch, and ends up getting this smart recovery. So he wall jumps after that, after delaying it, and gets this nair, and just like Cake Assault in the last set I covered, he turned his disadvantage into an advantage. And now he starts zone combo. Look at this. All this damage is just for him playing so smart. But then ends up missing his ledge trap there and gets reversed by Wrastor. Wow, look at that NATO hitbox, man. That's something I really want to see like reduced in Rivals too. Like Wrastor shouldn't. Big ass hitbox. All right, I like what he did here. I like what he did here. This was another little conversation. So once Lord Bagel gets to this position, right? The moment he lands, he puts down ice because he already knows he's not jumping up there to try to contest any of these Wrastor aerials, right? He's already at a 120. Taking any more risk at this percent is just asking to die. He ends up going back in the neutral, has more ice on the ground. Overall, just a lot safer and a lot more. You made a good decision, in my opinion, to do that. Looking for opening, but it's so hard to hit Wrastor. Great landing with ice shards. Honestly, at this point at BioBirb, you're getting hit by a lot of ice shards in this matchup, and it probably doesn't have to be this way. But great fair, great dash attack, no up air. Oh, I wonder if that was a mix-up on DI, because most Etaluses would have just up air in that position, but he chooses the fair, which killed him off the top, which is crazy. No kill though. Yeah, you're just gonna die. Okay, yep, okay. Gets the parry up B, classic. Oh wow, yeah. That okay. I guess Windows still does have his parry habit when he's on a platform. Oh, that ice shard almost killed. I want to see. Yeah, there you go. I want to see a kill from this. Okay. Yeah. Again, that's that parry habit. Again, I don't know if you guys are noticing this. I guess I was wrong about Windows getting rid of his parry habit. He's had it for many years. The moment he whiffs that down air and he lands, the first thing he does, because he's scared, parries. And he's done that for as long as I've played against him. That was the one thing I could count on, no matter what, was the fact that Bio or Windows would always parry the moment he was put on the platform. And he did a good job at disguising that this entire set. But now that he's on his last stock, you know, he's down a full stock here, right? He's getting those nerves back. He kind of he falls back into his habits of parrying when he's in disadvantage like that, or the moment he messes up, especially in a game like Rivals. There's an up air, and again he's looking for like this mix-up on fair and up air, and that's F smash. There you go. There you go. Okay, cool. That was a very clean game by Bagel. He punished a lot of things that needed to be punished. Yeah, I mean, he played well that game. That's how Wrastor really wants to play. He wants to be extremely patient. That was so clean. That's the see. How do you land the harder claps? Like, I feel like this was way harder to realize. Like, this is crazy. Windows is so back and forth because this is amazing. Look at this down there, right? He has to trade to get in, but he gets in, right? Gets that fair, which beats Etalus fair armor, which is so unfortunate because I feel like Etalus in Rivals 2, whenever he gets in there, or whenever, maybe even a patch now, he needs way more armor on his forward air. Because if you look at Olympia, look at her down B. That can eat a Krag F smash at 999%. Why does Krag's forward air get beaten here? And also the startup should, like the armor startup should come out faster. Because if you watch this slowly, he actually starts his fair armor before he gets hit by this fair. Look at this. So look at this. He starts the fair animation, and this weak Wrastor, like Wrastor's fair is weak AF. That's why it combos forever. So this weak Wrastor fair breaks his armor, so like even though he had his arm up, and now he's put in this position where he basically just screwed, because now he gets up aired. And again, this is why I paused this to begin with. The reaction from Windows here is like almost robotic. Up air, yeah, I know you're dying out, and die. And it's like, what the hell? Like, that was amazing, you know? But that all started because his fair armor didn't work. And this is why I think Etalus is just not that strong of a character. Like, he really shows, like, he really has to work hard. He really has to work hard. These fairs are not killing, but, you know, it's a big stage, to be honest. And that's another fair. Yep, there we go. Nice. Top platform fair. Yep, that's going to kill Wrastor 130. Here we go. Oh, I like that he went for down air there. It does 16. I believe that does 16 damage with all 3 hits, and starts a tech chase. That would have been a great opener, but he doesn't get all the hits. It's he has to kind of improvise off of that. And this is looking quite even still. Okay, gets out of there. Both kind of unsure about who would attack. Okay, I like that. Okay, so as you can see, Lord Bagel here, he's very uncomfortable trying to like approach Wrastor, because if you approach Wrastor incorrectly, you can literally just die at any percent, no matter how heavy you are. So he's like, I'm just gonna put down some more ice, bro. He's like, I'm going back to the neutral, put some ice down over here, right? Let's make sure I got my stuff set up. And he messes up and gets a fair on accident, which puts him in disadvantage for a small period of time. But then he gets back in the neutral. Look at this. He is so like Lord Bagel is so concerned about, you know, remaining in good positioning right now and just not being hit, that he rolled twice. Like, there was one roll, right? He's like, no, get away from me. He's like, I need to remain in center stage, keep my ice play down. Like, he's looking for more ice, but gets caught with this dash attack, because he's actually just focused on just solely keeping ice on the stage. Because again, Etalus' stage control is equivalent to like the amount of ice he has on the stage. So he's like, in his head, he's like, I need more ice. I gotta maintain this like as long as possible, because after like I think like 8 seconds or something, ice all goes away. So he ends up getting hit for that mindset, kind of tunnel visioning there from Lord Bagel. Gets nared. Oh, that's massive. The moment Etalus gets this up air, both players understand what happens in this moment. So they both understand the 50-50 of, okay, I either can tech off the ground here, or I can bounce away and just not deal with whatever. But Etalus is going to be looking for you to tech, because he wants to get as much damage or even potentially kill you off of any opening. This is Rivals. Everybody's trying to do that to you. Some just do it better than others. So in this position, Etalus is looking for a tech. He waits. Windows opts to bounce off to not deal with that situation entirely. And that's why Bagel wave dash back just in case he did tech in. And now he still has the edge guard positioning. Messes up that dash tech on that platform. Gets hit for it. They end up trading. Oh, yeah, that's a kill. Yeah, that's so hard to DI. Good luck. Yeah, exactly. And this is a big stage, so you have so much room to DI. But even still, it's hard to DI. Great fair armor to land through the barrage of Wrastor. And this is going to break your armor. Yeah, for sure. Great air dodge. Oh, overextends, but no punish. Ah, you can afford to not get these punishes. Oh, this is so scary. They are flubbing. And great up B punish from Windows. Yep, that was so obvious. You cannot side B like that as Etalus. It's like the one thing everybody's looking for is that side B from platform. That's like the most obvious thing. Okay. Drops on the F tilt. It's a combo going. Down air. Yeah, keep it going. Up air. Oh, yeah. Goes for Slipstream. This is... Okay, he gets his... Okay, that's the thing about Etalus. Oh, he got hit, so this doesn't matter. But... Back air. Side B. Looking for... He actually... oh, my God. Hold on. I gotta go back. That's actually incredible. When Lord Bagel did that ice shard, if you look at his positioning, he actually drifted max in with his fair. Like, he was determined to put it all on the line for this fair. Like... Which is kind of crazy. He's such a low percent. Look at this. Like, look at how far forward he jumped after that that icicle. So it's like he's only at 20, but he's still going so deep for this forward air. And now he doesn't have a double jump. He's drifted super far off stage, right? Like if I'm Windows, I'm down airing him to like put him back as much off stage as possible while I recover, and then come back out to punish his up B charge. But instead he opts to that combo, which brings Etalus back on stage. Lord Bagel misses his punish, and there's again, if you watch, yeah, it's crazy. You know, I'm seeing it again. Bio is only at 40%, but he has that habit of panic parrying all the time when he's like in his most like instinctual mind state. He resorts to parrying on plats instead of jumping, instead of attacking, instead of falling through. He just waveland off. He just parries. It's his thing. And now we have a terrible position to be in. Look at this. This is why it's terrible. You're playing Etalus against Wrastor, an air-based monster who wants you to jump at him so he can convert and kill you, right? And you are behind like 60-70% as a character that wants someone to come on the ground to basically fight with. He doesn't have to do that because he's up almost 70% and you're kind of enticed to approach him now. He's camping me on the plat and I have to approach him, and it's going to be hell to approach him. And this is the moment where I actually said this is why I love Lord Bagel. He's one of my favorite players. This is the moment why. So as you can see, he's trying to approach from below, above, and gets hit for it, right? And this is what I'm talking about. Trying to approach Wrastor from below like that is almost a death sentence. Windows understands this position advantage he has and doesn't push forward because he's like, wait, me being up here is actually a bitch to deal with. I'm going to stay over here, right? I'm going to stay over here. Yeah, you get, okay, why did he go in? This is actually so smart. So the moment, this is, oh, I love our players. So look, when he gets fared here, right? Like I just said, he understands, like Windows understands his advantage in this position, but so does Lord Bagel. And so what's the first thing Lord Bagel does instead of just running back in there and getting hit again by another aerial? He's like, all right, well, I'm going to have to work my way in. But before I do that, let me get some armor on because this is going to be one hell of a trade match is kind of what he's kind of thinking. So he's going to put his armor on, right? Fuck you. Got my armor, right? And now he's ready to go in. So that's why Windows actually tried to stop that. I didn't realize I was staring at Windows while I was speaking, but Windows only went in for that short period of time because he was like, oh shit, that armor is going to be annoying as fuck also. So look, we're back in the same position. Wrastor air camping Etalus. Etalus who has terrible, basically awful options to deal with someone doing this to him, right? He wants to be on the ground, but look, he ends up reading a approach there, gets a nair, which converts into their up air. But look, BioBirb's like, again, I don't have to tech roll in there. I'm not going to do that. So he's going to go up here, right? And look at that. Even though he didn't get a full conversion, he's being very particular and very specific with his hitboxes of his aerials right here. So he gets that nair to build some damage. And even though he's not getting kills, he's building damage. And if you've noticed, he hasn't gotten hit ever since he's been in this position. So he's still at 115. Wrastor was at 45 and now he's at 68, right? So Windows again goes back to this style of I'm gonna plat camp you, and Bagel's like, I'm gonna use these nairs to try to sneak in some damage, right? He's not over committing. He's not being obvious in how he's getting these nairs. He's like, look at him. He's empty hopping, right? To make Windows feel uncomfortable. And that's all you have to do. Make him feel uncomfortable. And so now he's jumping at him slowly. Like, look, I'm not actually committing to you, right? I'm even throwing ice shards in the other direction. Like he's almost baiting Windows to touch him. Even though Windows is the one in advantage. Like you would think it's the other way around. Windows should be the one baiting him up there, right? To get that kill. But it's not working because Bagel's playing so fucking smart. So, look. Windows is so uncomfortable, he leaves that platform and goes to the other side. Looks for that dash attack, right? But Bagel's so fucking clean, he wave dash back and gets a fucking whip punish. Yo, that was sick. That was so sick. And look at him. Look at this beast. Almost gets a fair. I love our fucking players back in that position. Look at, oh my god. And look at how insane Bagel is. Look at what he did to one of the best patient players in all of Rivals of Ether. Look at how uncomfortable he made him. Look at how smart this is. With a character like Etalus. Fucking genius. This is genius level shit. Instead of going for Slipstream Fair, Bio decides to go to this top plat. Bio is oftentimes comfortable being on a platform above his opponent. That's why he went up here, because it's like almost instinctual at this point. He goes up here, right? But even in that spot, he still feels uncomfortable with the damage he's been taking. Like, after all this time, he's only done 5%, and that was because of that slipstream. So he honestly still has not touched Etalus yet. All this time has passed. He still has not touched Lord Bagel yet. And Bagel is somehow feeling like he's in the driver's seat. And look at this. Once again, he goes for this side B. And Windows thought he would jump up there and actually commit, because he's probably used to people committing to him being up there and camping them. So the fact that he went for this down there says so much. But Bagel, he's putting you in a position that makes you feel like you have to commit. That's so smart. And then he gets a conversion off that ice shard. Like, dog, dude, you're just playing so well. You're playing so well. This is so smart. You won. Like, if I'm Bagel there, I am jumping out of my seat. I'm jumping out of it. For him to play that well in that terrible position, it says I've been in this position so many times. And the way he used his character's tools to get around that is so amazing. And you're doing it with a character that's honestly so limited. When you watch this, it's not like you're watching this and saying like, wow, Etalus is super broken, right? Like, Etalus, as we even saw, his fair armor doesn't even work against weak moves sometimes. So it's like, oh, he just dead. This is Windows making me mad again. Look at Windows. Blue would have killed him. Blue would have killed him. He would have killed him. Like, he would have killed him. Like, you're at heavy. Like, Etalus is the second heaviest character in the entire game. And he died here at 49 from a slipstream down there. You died. You died. With this DI, you're dead. For one, this back air sets up, like, look at how high. Look at where he's put. For some reason, like, it's so fucked up that second back air reached, but it did. And now it made him feel like he has to hold in because holding out is not working. And now that you've held in, you've forfeited your stock. It's not fair. Like, honest to God, this bird is so broken. Blue would have killed him off of this, but thank God it's Windows. You know what's crazy? You know what's actually crazy? Because Slipstream is out right now, he can just turn around with side B, and that's the future of Wrastor. That's the future of Wrastor. People just using the cooldown of Slipstream to now turn their side B into a B reverse. So in this, like, this back air hits, right? He can back air, side B turnaround into like a forward air or an up air, which is far more devastating than this back air, because the hit stun is a lot greater. And so this back air clap could have been a forward air or up air clap, which would have actually comboed. And again, Etalus should have and would have died. Lord Bagel also understands he should have died there. In some way, shape, or form, he should have died. So when he hits Bio, he's like, I have to kill you now because I can die. Like, you've like almost made him realize that his stock is no longer safe. And so he feels like he has to take risks now. And so he nares you and it looks for this opening, right? And even though that fair into up air would just, you're asking for a lot there because the DI has to be super hard in at 50 for that to combo. But look at this. He gets this opening here. This is really what I'm talking about. He gets that fair. And now he, instead of just taking this side B and then jumping back, he misses the side because Wrastor can jump over it, and he still commits to this forward air and gets reversaled in the terrible situation, and then it gets NATO read off gets his air dodge right and NATO off the top and dies. And it's like he only felt like that he had to kill off that because Wrastor can kill you off of anything, and he just got reminded of that in that corner situation earlier. Looking for an opening, can't really get it. Yeah, nothing's really coming together. He looks for a down air, but before it comes out, clap. Nothing he can really do about that. You know, and now Windows is in the best position he could really be in, to be honest. This is so good. He gets that fair to Galaxy. That's actually so good that Galaxy. Honestly, he just needs a 0 to death. I say that like it's like, you know, just 0 to death. Hey, he just needs an open. But Windows is so hard to get, and this is why you see what you're seeing right now. Because what's happening to him is what I expected to happen to him in that game on Fire Capital. Because this is so insurmountable. This position right here, being in this position, being down a full stock plus versus Wrastor on a platform who is not approaching you. It's hell. This is hell. Like, look at how long it takes for Bagel to hit to hit Birb, if ever. I don't even think he even hits him. Because look at this. He's jumping around. What are you going to do? Jump and commit to this bird? Like, no. Like, what do you do? And he's already been out disjointing you on everything, it feels like. So it's like, how do you hit him clean? You can't even hit him clean. If you hit him, it's a trade. That's why he's at 7%. So, look. He's up here, and again, it's such a horrible position to have to deal with. But he waits and waits and waits, and then he chooses when he wants to come down with his down air. He whiffs, right? This is really bad because Windows is extremely comfortable. Because what do we know about Windows when he's uncomfortable? When he's on platforms and he whiffs, like that down air completely whiffed, right? He parries when he's uncomfortable. He instead, like this is what I was saying, he got off that platform immediately. Instead of parrying and locking himself in that position, he just dash attacked off the platform. Movement mixed with offense also. Can I just bring that up? The fact he can dash attack off platforms with a hitbox is kind of ridiculous. But that's what he did because he's no longer nervous. He's no longer uncomfortable. He knows like he's basically got this game in the bag. And you can see that in how he stopped parrying on platforms. There was a time he thought he actually could lose this set. Now he knows he can't lose this set. Look at how he's playing. It's just so hard to deal with. This is what I'm talking about. It's just it's heartbreaking, to be honest. But he played very well. But look at this. He's trying to hit Wrastor. He goes for a fair. Wrastor just jumps off stage. You're going to jump out here and get down aired? If you get down aired here, right? Now you're off stage because it's bringing you in front of Wrastor. That's why that move is so broken. It's bringing you in front of Wrastor. So you're going to jump out there, get reversal, and die? No? Okay, you're going to sit back and let me come back then. So look, he's going to give me my space. I'm going to land when I feel comfortable. And I land with side B as the mix-up on top of that. Look at that. And now look. You know what's crazy about this? We don't even know if this F smash was intentional. You know why? Because when you get hit by Slipstream, it interrupts what you were doing before. Maybe we can see if he tried to do something before that Slipstream hit him. Wow. I don't think he even meant to do this F strong because he actually got hit in the middle of his dash attack. Just because this Slipstream hit him turned into a buffered F strong. And what happens to him after this Slipstream fucks up his input and gives him an unwanted F strong potentially? He dies. Dead. Unbelievable. And this is what I'm saying. Wrastor is so unfair. I mean, Etalus also needs more tools. You can look at it two different ways. Wrastor's unfair, which is true. Or Etalus needs more tools, which is probably more true, to be honest. But that was so heartbreaking. But good shit from Bagel and Windows. Both of you played very well. And damn it, this damn maid outfit. Why are you doing this? At least it's not the Lucius fursuit, to be honest. That would have been GG, no re on that one. But congrats to both players. You both are fucking amazing. You both are very fucking smart. And I can't wait to record more tournament sets of you guys or just more top players in the future. All right, guys, it's been Rottweiler. Peace out.
Yeah, I'm doing better. Money going up, new leather. Got the overheat like, man, what's the weather? Wanna forward air, that's cheese, that's cheddar. Fire on fire, that's that on setter. Ha, hey, yeah, ho that in this.